So Sycamore Square was well, I think one of the original built downtown housing, built in 1984. It really was something that the previous developer built with the idea of bringing families into downtown, of bringing, the downtown movement was starting at some point then. And we saw it as something that, had great bones, had a great courtyard, was very centrally located. We saw what was happening at Ivana and some of the newer projects, and we thought this would be a good entrant for us into the marketplace. Starting with the courtyard was, the pool was very nice and the jacuzzi was fine, but really you didn't have what you have at what we see a lot of today, where you have these active pool decks with furniture and grills and seating, and really something to draw the residents out of their apartments, to really form a community, to hang out, and whether they're in the water or not, they're getting outside, and that's something that you need a bigger pool deck. So we essentially added another 1,000 square feet to our pool deck. We wanted to bring in people to hang out, do whatever they, enjoy the grills, enjoy everything. So that was one of our main focuses, was to get that started. And then we decided, after talking to current residents, new residents, prospects, that we really were missing a gym. And so we decided that the pool house, which was really just a shell, was something that we needed to kind of somehow activate. You had all these 2 bedrooms, which was a great to see 2 bedrooms, but we saw that in downtown there was definitely a lack of smaller units. And specifically, we thought there was younger folks that wanted to live downtown but couldn't because of price point. So for a test run, we took 6 units offline and we split the 6 2-bedrooms into ones. And the project actually filled up really well, but what we also realized was the 2 bedrooms were also filling. And so from a perspective of cost and community feedback, we decided that we would just stick with the 2-bedroom project. Apartments, were definitely, it's an 84 build, so 1984 was when it was built. Really, a lot of the finish had remained the same, but one of the great things with 1984 build is you had really nice, spacious units. So majority of what you have here is 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom product. So about 48 of those on site, and it let us take an older floor plan and modernize it so we could open up the kitchen, flow it into the living room, put in modern finishes like wood floors, hard surfaces in the kitchens and bathrooms, and stainless steel appliances, everything you'd see in a modern apartment, but with the spaciousness that you're not going to get. We have 65 units. Of those, 48 are our core product, which is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,250 square foot unit. And then we have 6 larger townhomes that are almost 1,800 square feet, some of the largest you're going to find in downtown. And then we have 12 1-bedroom apartments that are 550 square feet and 650 square feet. When we first got into the units, there were a lot of things that just hadn't changed in a long time. So we had, dated kitchens, older cabinetry, older countertops, kind of good plush carpets. So we wanted to really make it a much more modern product. We decided to focus on taking out those finishes, but at the same time we wanted to bring the layout up to what we consider a more modern spec. So opening up the kitchen to the living room, that meant taking out the 1980s bar that didn't really get used in anyone's apartment, but it was just there. Taking out fireplaces that are also nice but didn't get really used, and opening up the space so people could really have that living room, kitchen combined feeling. Most people knew where Sycamore Square was, but they didn't realize there was actually a Sycamore Square South, which is where we are, and Sycamore Square North, which is actually a condo project adjacent. And so one of the things we decided was that we really need to differentiate ourselves from Sycamore Square North, which is also a great community but condo project. So we decided that we have this great courtyard, we have essentially a haven inside of downtown, and logically we decided that, well, we call our project the Haven.